Hi everybody. Today we'll be talking about determinants. Now, most of us have done this in I think 11th or 12th, but a lot of us must have found it very ugly at that time because it's just a very lengthy calculation, which is used to determine whether a matrix has an inverse or not. So on the whole, it's very ugly, not elegant at all. But today I'd like to tell you why it is easily one of the most beautiful things you've ever learned. Right. So for that we just need to see a different interpretation of it. So let's start. When they tell you to find the determinant of a number like this, a, b, c, d, a 2 cross 2 matrix, right? So we all know this formula, it's AD minus BC. But now I'll show you another way of seeing the same thing. What we need to do for that is take these columns separately, that is AC and BD. So now AC is basically A I cap, just think of it this way, C J cap, and B I cap plus D J cap. So now if I have to draw this, right, on the xy plane, what I'll do is, let's say that this is AI plus CJ and this can be BI plus DJ, right? Yeah. So basically this length is A, this height is C, and similarly this can be B and the height is D. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete this parallelogram, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a parallelogram here, right? And if we do that, what we'll get is that this horizontal length is again B, right? And the vertical length is D, right here. And on top of that, what we'll have is for the above vector, the horizontal length will be A, this, and the vertical will be C. So now I know it looks pretty messy, but just take a look at it again. If you do that, you'll notice something, and that is if I take this whole thing, right, this whole rectangle, what I'll get is that the whole rectangle has an area of D plus C into A plus B. And now our task is to find out this area. This parallelogram's area. And well, it's not exactly a shocker. You will find out that this parallelogram basically has an area of AD minus BC. So this is basically the interpretation of the determinant. So if we just complete this calculation, we'll see that. Let me first calculate this triangle's area, and that will be. So I'm going to subtract the areas other than the parallelogram from the entire rectangle. So that will be D plus C into A plus B minus half A into C, right? Then minus this rectangle, the one that I'm shading right now with green. That will be minus B into C. And then there's another rectangle on top, which I can mark with red. That will be minus half BD. And yeah, you basically get the gist, right? You can just try this on your own. If you take this, and take this, if you subtract all that, the final answer will basically be AD minus BC. So this is basically the interpretation of the determinant. But now this was for a 2 cross 2 matrix, right? But what if somebody asks you for a 3 cross 3? I'm pretty sure you've already guessed it. It is basically the volume of the structure in between. So do you see I've drawn it already? Those three vectors that I've drawn in full, these ones, Yeah, the parallelepiped and between them is what you'll get if you calculate the determinant. Now I know this is much harder to visualize than on 2D, but basically that's it. If you calculate that, that's what you'll get. So now in part 2, what I'd like to show you guys is how linear equations relate with determinants. Basically, we'll be able to visualize using vectors whether a linear equation has solutions or not. Okay, so I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.